Take your gloves off. You don't need them in the car, it's nice and warm. Even though it's a cold day today. Whew. I wonder where we're going to go today.
Yeah, I hope we go to the Jumbo again.
Yeah, maybe we could do that. It's not going to be open though to view and to go inside it.
No, I just want to go and see it. Are there any more that have any double deckers?
No, there are no A380s.
Heathrow?
Well, yeah, but we can't go and land at Heathrow.
Why?
That's a good question. Why can't we land at Heathrow? Well, the reasons are it's too expensive.
Why do you have to pay for landing there?
Because they've got huge numbers. They've got to pay for all the runways and the fire engines and the firemen got to get paid and the rent and they've got thousands and thousands of people work at Heathrow and they're all going to get paid, and so they have to get paid by
Heathrow?
No, by the people who are flying the planes.
Horses.
The other reason we can't land at Heathrow is because they've got too many big airplanes coming at the same time. And if you're landing in a small plane behind a big plane, the big plane makes the wind go so, it's called wake turbulence. So the big planes leave like a little mini storm behind them, a little mini windstorm that's so small it can make it, that's so strong, the windstorm behind a big plane is so strong that it can turn a small plane upside down. They land airplanes at Heathrow every minute, but if you're in a small plane landing behind a big plane, you have to be something like 5 or 8 minutes behind them. So there's not enough time for small planes to land. If you've declared an emergency, they have to let you land. But we're not going to do that. Partly because we're not going anywhere near Heathrow today, I don't think. And also because I don't plan on having any emergencies near Heathrow. And also because flying in the southeast of England is like flying in 3 tunnels around Gatwick and Heathrow, just controlled airspace tunnels. So we're at the airfield, the plane's all checked out, and I forgot the Sky Echo, which means that I don't have GPS signal for the iPad, for Sky Demon, which means that either I've got to use my backup GPS, my little GLONASS, which I tried last time and it didn't connect, otherwise we're going to be stuck to using my iPhone for Sky Demon. It's bitterly cold, isn't it? Really, really cold. But we've checked
That's why I'm wearing all this.
That's why you're wearing all this. Yeah. Right, but we're planning to go to Kemble and see the Jumbo Jet. So we're going to crack on. Again. That's your choice, isn't it? That's what you want to do.
Yeah.
It's so cold, isn't it? Right, and now, so we've decided to go to Henstridge because Kemble is closed on a Sunday, weirdly.
Daddy, I can't do my seatbelt.
That's okay, I'll help you in a minute. No hurry. And I've got to see whether or not whether the iPad is going to pick this up as its GPS source or not. Oh, it's connected. It's connected, which means yes, it's working. Woo!
Yes.
We just took off, and there was one check I forgot to do on the takeoff run, which was the airspeed was increasing, which it was. Actually, the airspeed was increasing slightly, and then the plane just lifted off when it was still not even reading 40 knots, and I thought, this doesn't seem right. As we took off, the airspeed went then back down to 0, which was very disconcerting. But if you look out at my airspeed, the pitot tube, that's just stuck down. Normally that just blows open as you go down the runway. So that's all it is. Just going to unstick that. And then we can fly again, okay? That was my first experience of flying without an airspeed indicator. I just landed at Henstridge after a nice, uneventful flight. Saw the floods. I got lost last time we were here. How many red gates can you see? It is a gate. Come on. Well, I know, it wasn't that obvious to me last time. That's why I got lost when I was here last time as well. What do you say? My landing was bumpy?
Yes, very. Too bumpy.
Yay!
Yay.
Look at these. Look at these cool models.
Yeah. This is what I want. And I would like one of those ones. Because it has that front.
You want the Spitfire, don't you?
Yeah.
That's the Spitfire. This one here. Look at this wonderful. This is so warm in here. It's freezing outside. It's really warm in here, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they've got amazing model airplanes.
And a Lamborghini down there.
And a little tiny Lamborghini. And they've got a big model Spitfire up there, haven't they? Big biplane hanging from the ceiling. And you don't think that I did a very good landing, do you?
No.
Why not? What happened?
Too bumpy.
It was the last minute. There was a sort of something that kicked the tail off to the right. So we did a bit of a side landing. That's called a side load on the wheels. It's my first landing for a while. I'm okay with it. They were all apparently donated to Henstridge Airfield when a local chap passed on, so just, as they say. Just reliving that moment of flying the plane without the airspeed indicator working. It was fine. The taking off, thinking, okay, no airspeed indicator, that's fine, just fly the plane. No problem turning onto downwind. I mean, it's the first time I've flown since that flight to Earl's Cole with Patrick a while ago. But I wasn't worried, and it wasn't worrying at all actually, but coming on final, I didn't retract the flaps, so I already had the flaps out. But suddenly having absolutely no reference to my final approach speed was interesting. Just had to go, okay, you don't have that. You're gonna have to just fly the plane without it. Just fly it, just use your judgment. An instructor once made me do that in a seaplane a long, long time ago. In fact, it was 2014, so 10 years ago. But since then, I don't think I've ever flown a plane without an airspeed instructor. He covered it up without an airspeed indicator, not an airspeed instructor. You want to err on the side of caution and be too fast, not too slow if you haven't got an airspeed indicator. But did a greaser, and the stall warner sounded just as we touched down. But yeah, that was an unexpected challenge today. You never know when they're going to come. Come on, if we're quick, we'll catch it taking off. Yeah, the rotors are just starting up. It is cold out there.
Very.
What do you say? You wonder what's for supper?
Yeah.
We've got to get home first. We've got to fly back first.
Maybe we can message your mum and see what's for supper.
Right, quick walk around the plane.
Daddy.
What?
Never go that side, go the other side.
I'm the pilot.
Huh.
You're right otherwise.
Ta-ta to him.
It worked. That's working. Better for you this time?
Yes, way better.
Your Royal Highness?
Not the king, Mike.
No, you're Prince Archie.
I'm not the prince
Do you ever get that feeling just before a flight and it's just like a bit of dread? You know, like, oh, it's just dread. It's not nerves. It's not feeling rusty. It's just, oh, I've got this dread feeling. And there's like a dial. I remember having it really badly before that fateful, no, not thankfully not fateful, but that terrible flight with Archie in Norway. The video is called Go or No Go. It's a really good watch if you haven't seen it. About a really bad day of decision making. But today, before the flight, I thought, I'm feeling fine. I'm physically fine. I'm medically fine. Plane's fine. The weather's fine. Why have I got this feeling of dread? I think it's because of the airspeed indicator thing. You know, we get these instincts and it's impossible to pinpoint them. It's impossible to define and know what to think or what not to think. You know, it wasn't that insane dread of like, no, do not fly. If you get that strong enough, I just won't fly. But it was a definite sense. I mean, it was bad enough that I actually rang Anne-Marie and said, oh, I've got a bit of a feeling, not sure about doing this. And she said, go and do some circuits. Yeah, but the thing is that for those of you thinking, well, hang on, Charlie, why did you take off if the airspeed it wasn't increasing? The airspeed was increasing, going towards 40 knots, or other way, towards 40 knots. The plane rotated without me having pulling back on the controls at all. The plane just started floating up in the sky like it does because of those incredible canards on the front of it. And then the ASI went back to 0 as I was climbing away. I thought, well, I'm not going to reject the takeoff because the plane's flying absolutely fine. It's just the airspeed indicator. And I looked out of the window and I saw that the little wind flap cover. Oh, I should have showed you on the plane. The wind flap. The wind normally opens the pitot tube, the pitot cover. It uncovers itself, and it didn't. Maybe it's got a bit dry, a bit rusty or sticking somehow, but it was fine after I came back and landed and did it a second time. Anyway, say bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Bye. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked it. Bye.